guys, I am Dhanushree. In this video, I am going to discuss about isolation of plant genomic DNA by CTAB method. Firstly, let us know about what is DNA and the history of DNA. What is DNA? The full form of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid that contains the genetic instructions for the development and function of living things. The main function of DNA is to encode the sequence of amino acid residues in protein. Coming to the history of the DNA, discovery of the DNA double helix is done by the three scientists. First scientist Frederick Griffith in 1928 discovers that a factor in a virulent bacteria can transform avirulent bacteria into virulent bacteria, and Rosalind Franklin in 1952 developed X-ray photo of DNA. Finally, Watson and Crick in 1953 described the DNA molecule from Franklin's X-ray. For example, according to Chargaff's rule, the composition of human DNA is adenine 30.3%, thymine 30.3%, guanine 19.5%, cytosine 19.9%. Here in DNA there are purines and pyrimidines. Purines are adenine and guanine, pyrimidines are thymine and cytosine. And there are types of DNA. Predominant types or forms of DNA are aDNA, bDNA and zDNA. Watson and Crick form is called bDNA or B form DNA. This is the most stable structure for a random sequence DNA molecule. Only bDNA and zDNA have been directly observed in cells. These alternative forms differ in features like nature of the helix, number of residues per turn, that means N, the spacing of the residues along the helix axis and the width of the helix. The conformation that a DNA molecule adopts depends on the environment such as the hydration level. The hydration level means amount of water molecules associated, the DNA sequence, the amount and the direction of supercoiling, chemical modifications of the bases, and the type of concentration of metal ions and the presence of polyamides in a solution. And the structure of the DNA. This is also known as bDNA or B form double helical DNA. The DNA molecule consists of two helical polynucleotide chains which are coiled around a common axis in a form of right-handed double helixes. The two helices are wound in such a way so as to produce two grooves, a major groove and a minor groove. Major groove means wide and a minor groove means narrow. The two grooves arise because the glycosidic bonds of a base pair are not diametrically opposite to each other. The two helices wind along the molecule parallel to the phosphodiester backbone. These double helices cannot be pulled apart, and this can be separated by only an unwinding process. They are called plectonomic coils. Plectonomic coils means coils that are interlocked about the same axis. The two chains run in opposite directions, that means they are antiparallel. The ring of oxygen of the sugar moieties face upwards, while in the other strand ring of oxygen faces downwards. Functions of DNA. There are so many functions of the DNA. DNA is a repository of the genetic information. It is also known as the blueprint of the organism. DNA is necessary for the formation of RNA, and the synthesis of RNA is also under the influence of the DNA. The sequence of nucleotides in DNA determines the protein development in new cells. In the form of the double helix, DNA ensures that no errors occur in the genetic information. Nucleic acids, especially DNA, carry out a vital role in the human body. In particular, they play an essential role in cell division such as mitosis and meiosis. And the DNA is found in nucleus of the cell. Here, DNA is made of chemical building blocks called nucleotides. These building blocks are made up of three parts: a phosphate group, a sugar group, and four types of nitrogen bases. There are adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. Isolation of the DNA. DNA isolation is the process of purification of DNA from sample using a combination of physical and chemical methods. The first isolation of DNA was done in 1869 by Frederick Miescher. There are different methods for the isolation of DNA. Now I am going to discuss about isolation of plant genomic DNA by CTAB method. I'm going to discuss about the isolation of plant genomic DNA by CTAB method. So firstly, aim to isolate the genomic DNA from plant cells by CTAB method. And the material required are green leaves, vials, tissue grinder, ammonium acetate, CTAB buffer, incubator, centrifuge, TE buffer, isoamyl alcohol and isopropanol. Coming to the preparation of CTAB buffer, take 1 gram of CTAB powder. To this powder, add trisphosphate of 4 ml, 0.5 molar of EDTA and 5 molar of NaCl. We add NaCl to precipitate the DNA molecule. Principle. The full form of CTAB is cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. CTAB method is suitable for the estimation of macromolecules without affecting the purity of the DNA. CTAB DNA extraction buffer facilitates DNA isolation from harder tissues such as plant cells. Coming to the procedure. Take a leaf which lacks with secondary metabolites. Wipe it with sterile distilled water to remove dust and other particles from the surface or from the environment. With the help of scissors, cut 1 cm of leaf sample and take it in a mortar pestle. To this, add 200 microliter of universal plant DNA extraction buffer into the mortar and grind the leaf very gently. Add more buffer and make final volume of 500 microliter and continue grinding the sample. After this, grinding, take tissue, homogenate in a sterile microfuge tube using dropper. Place this microfuge tube in a water bath and incubate it 59 to 60 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. After the incubation, spin down the sample at 10,000 rpm for 10 minutes. Now transfer the supernatant into the another sterile microfuge tube using micropipette. To this supernatant, add equal volume of chloroform isoamyl alcohol mixture in the ratio of 24:1 to the sample and mix well. After mixing, centrifuge the sample at 10,000 rpm for 10 minutes. After mixing and after the centrifugation, we will find 3 different phases in the experiment. Cut the microtip using scissors and color upper aqueous phase in another microfuge tube. Repeat the above step one more time to color upper aqueous phase in a sterile Eppendorf tube. To this, add equal volume of pure ice cold IPA to the collected upper phase. Mix it gently and incubate at 20 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. After incubation, precipitated DNA will be seen in the sample tube. And centrifuge this precipitated DNA at 10,000 rpm for 10 minutes. After centrifugation, discard the supernatant and collect the pellet. To this pellet, give 70% alcohol wash and allow the pellet in a air dry completely. After complete drying, DNA will appear as a transparent water drop. Now to this water drop, add 50 microliter of sterile water or TE buffer, and after the adding sterile water or the TE buffer, the pellets will be gently dissolved. After the process of completion of the process, we can see the DNA. You can see the plant DNA, and this is the picture of the process of isolation of genomic DNA. In this picture, cutting the tissues in the small pieces takes place and grind it mortar pestle with liquid nitrogen and CTAB. Collect this homogeneous mixture in the tube and boil the sample at 60 degrees for 30 minutes and also centrifuge the sample and again collect the supernatant, and to this supernatant add chilled ethanol and centrifuge the tube. After the centrifuge the tube, collect the pellet and remove the supernatant. To this add 70% ethanol and centrifuge the tube and to the pellet and add TE buffer. So finally, the plant DNA is extracted and we can observe the isolated DNA on 1% agarose gel. Thank you. Like, share, and comment in my channel. Thank you.